A warm welcome for founder IRF Secretariat, Greg Mitchell.
Thank you. Good morning. This final plenary segment will focus on governments and frameworks that advance religious freedom, which is important because religious freedom is mired in a state of deepening crisis, as we've seen. And the global movement needs new approaches. In July 2020, IRF Secretariat received a planning grant from Templeton Religion Trust that includes a global survey to help us understand how to more effectively bring people together and increase our impact. To supplement traditional advocacy efforts, we've been looking for innovative ideas and best practices that build religious freedom. With focus group and survey data from hundreds of experts worldwide, we're now ready to present a list of research-driven recommendations at the all-virtual summit session tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., which will be online. But for this session, I'd like to start by celebrating the successful engagement model of the International Religious Freedom Roundtable in Washington. The IRF Roundtable has proven that cooperative engagement across our deepest differences is not only possible, it's sustainable. This is where representatives of all faiths and none have been gathering for 11 years, and this is what it looks like. And they bring stories of persecution and discrimination and even genocide, and then pull together and stand up for each other's freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. The keys to success: the Roundtable is civil society-led, multi-faith, and inclusive. It is action-oriented and operates on an equal citizenship opt-in basis. Every faith and belief has a seat at this table and an equal opportunity to speak, propose initiatives, and invite others to opt in. And everyone is invited to self-select into coalitions of the willing and work together in multi-faith fashion. Thank you. I think they were talking at the last session about this is how you defeat religious nationalism. The practical effects: greater social cohesion. Actions are taken together as citizens, and lasting relationships are built, creating something much stronger than tolerance. The more we gather and share our stories, the stronger the mutual understanding and respect. And the more we stand up for each other, the stronger the mutual trust and reliance. We even get close to the standard of love across different religions and differences. And we all engage governments together. Participants of the Roundtable have been engaging and working with the U.S. government since day one, 11 years ago. This is the bottom-up of civil society engaging the top-down of government like never before. Building into strategic partnerships and consultative relationships, in this case to make IRF part of the national security strategy of the United States. And the next slide, in this case, it's to build religious freedom conditions into trade talks with China. And we were being invited in. We were being consulted by the administration. And this transcends partisan politics. We've been around 11 years. We worked with the Obama administration, we worked with the Trump administration, and now we're ready and starting to work with the Biden administration. We've also been reaching out and engaging directly with other governments since 2013, harnessing their self-interest to build stronger, more stable, and prosperous societies. IRF Secretariat is replicating this model worldwide to foster cooperative engagement and build religious freedom as an enabling condition of covenantal pluralism, which you heard about yesterday. Here we are. We've got some slides here to show you us setting up roundtables in Nigeria. Actually, you've got Belgium, EU there. You've got Colombia, Taiwan. You've got the United Kingdom, Romania, Uzbekistan. Next up, you've got Kazakhstan. Note there's 3 pictures there. We were at 3 different, and there's the family photo. And this is remarkable because you have the Muslim majority there standing with evangelical Christians, Ahmadi Muslims, Scientologists, Baha'is, they're all there. And all these other communities coming up thanking us for doing this. Here you have Bahrain, Hungary. This was all pre-COVID. Next up, Bahrain, you have the high-level religious leaders. You have religious leaders there from Lebanon, Israel, Moscow, Russia, India, and others, all coming together. And all agreeing on the need for all people to work together, talk together, sing together even. Then we come to Guatemala in November. This was the first of several meetings we've already had down there. We went back, this was again in March, this one. And I like that one picture that they just had up there. You can see the social harmony in action. You see people of various faiths. Look at the smiles. We had that meeting and then sat around for a couple hours afterwards, just developing friendships and love across different faiths. We also set up a Latin American regional secretariat there, which you're going to hear more about soon. And then finally in May, we went into Guatemala and then to Costa Rica. So I just wanted to show you that this is the roundtable in action. This is cooperative engagement in action. This is what building religious freedom on the ground looks like, and we're doing it all over the world. Thank you. Now we're going to look at 2 proofs of concept today to show you how this is working and the progress we're making in 2 countries. First, we have Guatemala. So I have the honor of introducing you to Pastor Cash Luna of Estamos Unidos. He's our regional partner in Latin America. He's the pastor of the biggest church in Guatemala, but he's got Estamos Unidos, and he's now the leader of our Latin American IRF Secretariat. So he's going to help us set up roundtables throughout Latin America. We started in Costa Rica. Please welcome Pastor Cash Luna.
Good morning, everybody. I'm coming from Guatemala City, Guatemala. I am a pastor of an evangelical church, but I used to be Catholic when I was a little boy. I was the boy that go to house to bring the people to the Mass. So what I'm evangelical now, because of the freedom of religion. We can choose what we believe, and we are friends with the Catholic, with the evangelicals, and Muslims, Jewish, Latter-day Saints. Everything started like 2-3 years ago when I received a heavy attack lying about me and the church. I understand that we can have criticism. We deal with that because we are public, we are in the religion environment, so this is part of it. Then the next level is going to be defamation. Defamation is something against the law of God, God's law. So we resolve that praying for the enemies, loving them. But then when they come to the next level with the incrimination, you need to go to the courts sometimes. You need to develop laws that allow us to still growing in the freedom of religion. So suddenly in the 2020, I met Greg Mitchell and the IRF Secretariat. And they exposed to us the importance of the round table, bringing people together from other religions. Let me explain this. In this moment, Guatemala is 52% evangelical. You can say we can fight alone, but that is a big lie. We need one another in this battle for the freedom. So I talked to the people of every single religion, the head of them, and they say, it's okay. Let's do something together. And I get surprised about it. But when I start the round table the first time, they said, we became because you are on TV daily, teaching and preaching the gospel, and you have never attacked nobody and no religion. So I discovered that if you want to come and have a multi-faith friendship to protect one another, the basis to respect one another. We have achieved some goals in just 7 months together. The round table, I cannot take the credit of this. We make the draft of the bill of the freedom religion law to the Congress of the Republic. Because even when you are free to speak, free to preach, free to teach, there are something on the ground happening all the time. And suddenly it's going to be appear laws against the freedom of religion. So you need to go in front of it. The other thing is, the President of the Republic, Dr. Alejandro Giammattei, they say that he wants to develop a public politic about life and family. So there are many things happening in our country, and I don't want to speak too much, but I want to introduce Alejandro Giammattei, the Dr. Alejandro Giammattei, President of the nation. He wants to give you a message about what is happening with all these things in Guatemala, but it's in Spanish, so I want you to ask you to pay attention to the subtitles, please. This is very important, and thank you for your attention. God bless you.
Estimado embajador Sam Browak y distinguida audiencia, gracias por permitirme este espacio que han abierto para conocer un poco más del sentir y el trabajo de mi gestión como presidente de Guatemala. Guatemala es un país de rica cultura y con muchas virtudes, pero la más importante de todas ellas es que somos un pueblo de fe, por lo que en mi gestión he decidido firmar este próximo 18 de julio la política pública por la vida y la familia. Con esta política, cada instancia del gobierno tendrá una clara dirección y coordinación para el respeto de la vida desde su concepción y la familia. Además, nos estamos suscribiendo a la alianza IRF para que Guatemala se sume al grupo de países que a nivel mundial son parte de la promoción y la defensa de tan importante derecho humano como es la libertad de religión. He declarado en diversas ocasiones que en mi gobierno la fe antecede a la política. Así que le daremos todo el apoyo necesario para que el Congreso de la República pueda aprobar la propuesta de ley para la libertad religiosa, la cual generará un diálogo efectivo y coordinación entre los grupos religiosos del país. Esta ley nació como resultado y coordinación de lo que hemos denominado una mesa redonda, que en poco tiempo, con un modelo de trabajo generado efectivo diálogo y coordinación entre los grupos religiosos, se ha traducido en acción que presentaremos al Congreso de la República. Por supuesto, esto ha provocado la crítica de grupos locales e internacionales que se oponen a la libertad de religión, pero sabemos que con el apoyo de todos ustedes, Guatemala será una nación ejemplo para Latinoamérica y el resto del mundo en la defensa de la libertad de la religión. Les pido su apoyo y no nos dejen solos en esta lucha por la fe, que trae como consecuencia movimientos de desestabilización a la democracia para instaurar un régimen que promueve el aborto y la agenda globalista que va en contra de los principios de nuestra fe religiosa. La lucha por lograr estas metas nos hace enfrentarnos a grupos poderosos que no escatiman esfuerzos en desinformar, en ocasionar polarización y lograr acceder al poder público por medios ilegales, porque por las urnas jamás han podido. No nos dejen solos. La lucha por la libertad de la religión, la lucha por la vida y la concepción de la familia es una lucha que debemos comprender la humanidad, que es importantísima jugarla en este momento. La lucha es de todos. Que Dios los bendiga.